Pathways to Education is a national nonprofit that is focused on helping youth that are living in low-income communities to graduate from high school and proceed to post-secondary success. Some of the keys to success for using fundraising data for our organization are around the collection, analysis, and follow-up. So at each stage, making sure that first, the data that we're collecting is clean all the way through. Otherwise, all the other pieces kind of fall apart. The second part is the analysis. So making sure that we're looking at it in a very methodological kind of way. And the third part being taking an iterative approach. So, we come up with hypotheses as to, what we think may or may not happen, and applying the knowledge that we've gleaned from the first two pieces and going from there. And the constant kind of repetition of this process has helped us achieve success with our fundraising data. Specifically, in our most recent campaign for our annual appeal at Pathways, what we did was that we looked at some of our data as to how people were engaging in the past. And we know that people typically make the year-end donations at the end of December. So one of the hypotheses that we had was perhaps people need a reminder about the opportunity to connect with our organization and make a donation. So we started running a series of Facebook advertisements on the last few days of the year. Now, this was the first time that we had really integrated all of our pieces together in terms of the direct mail, the email, and the Facebook advertisements. And what we found was that when someone received a piece of direct mail, and then we sent a follow-up email afterwards, and then they were reminded through a Facebook advertisement as well that this opportunity was available, we saw a significant lift on the last 3 days of the year. And the results were that we had a 20% increase in overall donations year over year for that December time period, as well as the number of gifts. So those are the kind of instances where, looking at the analytics and making an educated guess and then testing it, where we're able to achieve success. I think that moving forward, we're going to be building on that success next December as well to see, what are ways that we can further engage people in a meaningful sort of way. Working at a smaller organization, sometimes it can be a challenge to get started with data, or it may seem overwhelming, but the important part is just to get started. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be, everything falls, in place exactly as you would hope it would. But that's the nature of data, that, it's, you do the best with what you can, and you try to, slowly improve.